What is going on, guys? IMV Sports here. Want to talk about the 8 games we had on the schedule today in the English Premier League. We had a lot of good games. Another beautiful Saturday for some English Premier League soccer or football, whatever you prefer. So let's get right into it, guys. Talk about some of these games. First, you had the early game. You have Fulham taking on Watford, and that game ended in a 1-1 tie. Watford coming off their first loss of the season last week. And they get a tie today. They scored in the second minute. Andre Gray scores in the second minute of the game. The Hornets looked like they were flying. You thought, oh man, they're going to win. They're going to get right back on track. Holy crap, Watford is so good this year. What is up with this? But, man, the script flipped. And Fulham, they were attacking. The counter they had today was so good. They outpossessed Watford 61-39. But they couldn't see the breakthrough. They were trying. They were, like I said, attack after attack. Fulham. They were putting men forward. Finally, it wasn't until the 78th minute where you had Mitrovic finally scores and equalizes for Fulham. That was in the 78th minute. So that game ends 1-1 draw. So Watford, after winning their first 4 games of the campaign, they lose last week and then they tie this week. So it was a good game, though. A lot of chances created by Fulham. They finally got the equalizer, and then after that, couldn't get the winner. Neither team could, so it ends 1-1. Y'all had Cardiff City taking on Manchester City, and this game sucked. Unless you're a Manchester City fan. Or if you just like a lot of goals. I mean, I guess you liked it. I don't like seeing teams that I'm not a fan of beat the crap out of teams. It just gets boring. So, but Manchester City wins 5-0. They killed Cardiff City. Cardiff never had a chance. Manchester City outpossessed them 79-21, guys. 79% to 21. Cardiff City barely had the ball. I couldn't even believe they got 21% possession. I was like, are you sure? I think they did that just to be nice. It felt like they had possession for like 6 or 7% of the game. That's it. It stunk. Manchester City, man. They're rolling still. Rolling, absolutely. You had Aguero, Silva, Gundogan scored all before halftime. Within the last 13, 14 minutes of the first half, all 3 of them score. And then later, you have Mahrez. Mahrez scored 2 goals in the 6th, 7th, and 89th. So Manchester City absolutely dominates like they've been doing. Killed Cardiff City. They win 5-0. All right, you have Manchester United against Wolverhampton. And Wolverhampton, the Wolves, have surprised people. They still only have 1 loss. So, this game was interesting to see how are Wolves going to do. Well, Fred scores for Manchester United in the 18th minute. Their new guy, Fred, scores in the 18th minute. They got 1-0. Manchester United was dominating the game. They possessed 64% of the game against 36 for Wolverhampton. But in the 53rd minute, Matinho equalizes for Wolverhampton. Shockingly. And it ended 1-1, guys. Wolverhampton gets a tie. They got 2 wins, 3 ties, and 1 loss. So, man, great start to the season for Wolverhampton. It really is. That's a great start for them, being their first year back in the top flight. So, tough for Manchester United. Jose Mourinho's getting a lot of crap again now. A lot of the fans are really pissed off. Alexis Sanchez isn't doing anything. I think I saw somewhere he hasn't scored a goal in almost 400 minutes. So, good job leaving Arsenal, bud. How's that working out for you? I want to score more goals. I want to go to a team where I'm going to score more goals. Seems to be working great for you. So, good for you, Alexis Sanchez. They dropped points. Being a salty Arsenal fan. Sorry, guys. But, you had Burnley taking on AFC Bournemouth, and this looked like it was going to be a tight contested game. But Burnley exploded on the attack, and they win 4-0 against AFC Bournemouth. The Cherries couldn't believe what just hit them. And the interesting thing is Bournemouth outpossessed them 63-37. I mean, hugely outpossessed them. But Burnley just was scoring. The main thing is, yes, AFC Bournemouth had the possession. But Burnley, when they got their chances, they took advantage. They scored their chances. Bournemouth couldn't. They squandered their chances. They butchered chances left and right. But anytime Burnley got a chance, they They took care of business, and that's what it's all about when it comes down to it. It's about who can create, not only who can create the more chances, but who can capitalize on those chances. Listen, you can have 15 chances, another team can have 3. And you could lose that game if you have 15 chances. It's about capitalization. And that's what Burnley did. They win 4-0. So good for them. You had Vidra scored, Lennon scored 2 minutes apart, 39th and 41st minute. And then you have Barnes score 83rd and 88th minute to just win the game, put it to bed. So good win for Burnley. They get their first win of the season too, guys. How about that? Crystal Palace and Newcastle, they end in a 0-0 tie. Not much going on in that game. Crystal Palace had tons of chances, but they could never capitalize. So not really going in that game. Newcastle still trying to find their first win. And Leicester City took on Huddersfield. And Leicester City wins this game 3-1, guys. Huddersfield scored in the 5th minute. They're still looking for their first win. They couldn't do it today, but they scored in the 5th minute. Wow. All right, man. Huddersfield are coming out guns blazing. They want this win big time. But after that, it was all Leicester City. They outpossessed them 62%. And then they get goals from Iheanacho, Madison, and Jamie Vardy puts the game to bed. Makes it 3-1 late in the 79th minute or so. 77th, something like that. So Leicester City wins. Huddersfield's still looking for that first win. They're at the bottom of the table. So, tough game for Huddersfield. Liverpool, guys, they're still perfect. Is anyone going to beat them? Seriously, I'm losing my mind right now. Can anyone beat Liverpool? Who out there is beating Liverpool right now? Because as of right now, no one is. No one is beating Liverpool. They're so good. They're dominating. They're winning hard-fought, high-scoring games. They're winning the low-scoring games. They're dominating some games, just absolutely putting teams to bed. They win 3-0 against Southampton today, guys. Southampton got an own goal in the 10th minute. And then Matip scores in the 21st minute. And then right before half, Shaqiri had a free kick beautifully, but it went off the bar. And who else is right there to tap it home? Mohamed Salah. They win 3-0, guys. In the last game of the day, Brighton and Hove taking on Spurs. And Tottenham gets the win 2-1 over Brighton. Harry Kane scores on a penalty in the 42nd minute. And then you had Lamella scoring in the 76th minute. And Brighton gets a consolation goal in stoppage time towards the end of the game to set Tottenham fans back a little bit. But they get a goal as a consolation. So what did you guys think about the game today? We got a couple more games tomorrow that we're going to see. Liverpool still perfect, like I said. Huddersfield, Cardiff City, and Newcastle still looking for their first wins, guys. Next week, maybe? I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know, how long do you think Liverpool can stay perfect? That's the one question I'm wondering. And let me know in the comments if you guys have it. How much longer are they going to stay perfect? Remember, guys, they're not even tying. They're winning. They're perfect. Who's going to beat them? Right now, no one. No one's beating Liverpool right now, guys. They're so good. It's scary. They're scary good. They're scary, scary good. That's it for me today, guys. We got some more games tomorrow, like I said. We'll talk about those. We'll catch those. So like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the page on Twitter at IMVSports. Don't be afraid to drop a suggestion in the comments. All right, take care, guys. That's it for today.